Welcome back to a Sutter Podcast. I'm your host, Victor, and my co-host, Mark. Mark, how you doing today on this fine, dandy Thursday?
Doing good. It's raining, but I mean, it's the first time I think it's rained in a while. I think
months.
Yeah, I was seeing on the news there how long it's been since it's rained in Philadelphia, and I was like, dang, it's been a while.
Literally since the summer, or at least decent rain. It's been for a long ass time.
And I was like, well,
it's been wildfires all over New Jersey.
Yeah, so
dried up.
Now it's finally raining, so that's good. Been good though. Been chilling. I've been watching with Emily Lord of the Rings, so that's a fun journey.
From the start.
Yeah. So we watched The Hobbit, and I remember I watched the very first one. I don't know if it was in theaters or something, but I think I went with my dad or something. We watched The Hobbit. I was like, cool. Never watched the other ones after because there's 3 of them. I never watched the other ones after. But I remember I watched. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I never watched Lord of the Rings, to be honest with you. But it's not even so much because I don't want to watch it. I just thought it was not good or whatever. I felt like for me watching a lot of those movies, again, Star Wars and all that type of stuff, I watched when I was younger. And then as time went on, I just never got the opportunity to watch it. I mean, I could have, but I was just eh. So I never came around. But now I'm watching it and we just got the last one to go. So,
damn.
But what's crazy is that there's extended cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, them Jones each are 4 hours long.
I know, yeah.
I'm like, yo, it's insane. To watch all of those in one day, that's wild to me. There's no way you could watch 12 hours straight of just content. That's just insane. But we're about to finish that, so that's been good. How have you been?
I'm good, man. I remember, so I've never seen a full one myself of Lord of the Rings, but I remember as a kid, we had hella DVDs because it was before streaming. I think my grandfather gave us a deluxe set that he found of Lord of the Rings, and I don't know which movies it had in it, but it had a couple. I think it was 3 or 4 of them, and obviously neither me or my brother had a car. We're this was an age where we couldn't drive, so if we were bored, we just had to do shit in the house.
Just hey, let's put this.
So we were yo, we watched everything, bro. We just got this Lord of the Rings shit here.
I'm crazy.
Turned it on, realized it was 4 hours. Couldn't do it. There was one part where this old guy turned all freaky weird, he turned to he started growling and shit.
I know what you're talking about.
And as a kid, I was we both got scared. It was nah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think it might have been the first one.
I told you we didn't get far.
Yeah, I think it might have been the first one if I'm not mistaken.
And I'm nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and I think what happened was, again, it's cool because The Hobbit is a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that you're probably talking about, he is the main character in The Hobbit. And it's back kind of when he was younger. So, I'm going to just say a little bit of spoilers, whatever.
It's been out and done for.
Yeah. He's the one who actually finds the actual ring and whatever. But after The Hobbit, you find out that he's been holding that ring for 60 years, 60 plus years. So having that ring just does a toll on your body and makes you want the ring, all that just bad stuff. So when Frodo, who's the main character in the actual Lord of the Rings series, he goes to him, the main character in The Hobbit's name is Bilbo. He decides he wants to just leave. He wants to get rid of it. He wants to let go of the ring and just kind of just enjoy the rest of his life, just just peacefully. Frodo eventually meets up with him again later in that movie, and they end up talking. And he's he asks him, Bilbo asks oh yeah, can I kind of just see the ring one more time? And Frodo kind of just nah, I think you're good. And out of nowhere,
and that's what happens. He's
yeah, and as soon as he tries to put it away, he his face changed and everything. He tries to grab it, and I was yo, what the heck did I just see? That was the most terrifying CGI effect I've ever seen in my life.
And you saw that at 20-something years old.
And I was kind of afraid. I was yo, this is creepy, bro.
I was 9. Yeah, I was I'm cool off this.
Yeah, no. And I saw that, I was bro, I don't think anybody any age would look at that and be wow, that was cool. No, I'm freaked out after that now. So yeah.
So then we put that box set away and we probably just put Cat in the Hat back on or something for the 20th time.
Threw that John in the basement and said, no, never again.
That and The Fog were 2 films that we just turned off immediately.
The Fog. I don't think I've ever seen The Fog. I've heard of something called, I think, a movie, it's a scary or something The Mist or something that.
Yeah, that's another one.
Is that something with spiders or something like that?
I don't remember. I know The Fog, literally it's the first 5 minutes. And we just started nah, we not fucking with this. And then one of us ran to the TV and turned it off.
Yeah, something like that. I remember I don't remember where and who I was with, and I was like kind of younger. It could have been with somebody in my family, but I remember I turned like I was at a hotel and I turned the TV on, and that was playing. I think The Mist, and out of nowhere it was just creepy. It was like obviously misty, and like there, I think it was just showing like somebody was looking through the like mist or whatever, and out of nowhere this crazy like big creature came out. And I was like, bro, I don't know what the heck is happening, but I'm not watching this. I'm like, no, I'm not watching this right now.
No. There's so many, like, it makes me think, like, so many of those films, like, it's been so long that they've come out / have gone back and watched them that I wonder if they still, like, hold up a lot of the time. Like, I don't know if you've seen this movie, too. In my mind, this is, like, a barbershop hood classic, but, like, Illegal Tender.
Illegal Tender. What is it about? Because I feel like I've heard of it, but
I don't remember. I just remember it being the shit. I remember one scene, and it was, like, I think there was a bunch of beef between like the son and like some other group of people.
But
and
is
like
this
the mom was involved too.
It's like a drama, kind of like.
Yeah, kind of. I would
like,
say
kind of like a Tyler Perry type.
Nah, I wouldn't put it to that degree.
I was just
because like ain't no Medea popping out or nothing. But
but like more so like the drama effect of how it'd be like dumb serious.
Yeah, kind of like a little bit, but more like mixing with action as well.
Okay.
So like I think somebody pulled up to like because like. It's the son that has beef with somebody else, but he's at his mom's house or some shit.
Okay.
And the people he had beef with like pulled up to the mom's house while he was there, and she popped out with the guns. Like, who the fuck want to fuck with my son? And just started popping shots.
Yo,
if that's how I remember it correctly, but like I remember that movie being the shit.
You know, a movie that I've never seen, or maybe I've seen like literally tiny bits of it. Machete.
Yeah, that's another good one. Danny Trejo.
But I heard that movie's like super gory though.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the name almost.
I mean, hey, that's just his name, just. But yeah, I remember I've maybe seen like bits and pieces, and I'm like, bro, this movie's crazy.
I could be wrong, but like, does every barbershop play the same film? Like, at least I'm assuming if you went to the barbershop in the early 2000s, I hope somebody can help confirm this. But there was somebody pulling up with thin DVD cases that were all fake, authentic as hell. Somebody walk in front of the screen. Some of them were good. Some of them was like straight up like that was the movie. It was just bootleg.
Yeah.
Then there's other people who like popped up with a tripod in the theater, and like you see like 5 people get up for popcorn mid recording of it.
Yeah.
But it would be like Illegal Tender, Apocalypto, Triple X.
Apocalypto is. You know what's funny? It's not a hilarious movie. It's not. I'm not laughing.
It's very serious.
It's very serious. But the reason why I'm laughing is because there is this funny joke me and my brother had every time. And it was like during the movie, they have like the whole scene where it's like the sacrificing and stuff like that. And they have their heads kicked. And then at the end, the people at the bottom were just like capturing the heads. Like we were always cracking up. We're like, why were they doing it? They were just at the bottom. That was their job. Like, we're going to capture the heads as they roll down.
Isn't there like a scene... I'm confused. It's either two things. One, it's either don't they make like one of the guys like eat like pig nuts or something?
I have no idea.
Either that or they like do something to like his like under
that sounds
part
more about right,
and like it like made his nuts itchy. One of the two happened. And I can't remember which it was. But yeah, Apocalypto. What's another good like? So any like major action movie that came out like 2 years prior, be like a Transformer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did your barbershop also play these?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, yo, we should do like some series where it's just like, what are some movies you've watched? Like, or you can remember that you've seen being at a barbershop?
There's a specific genre of film, and it's always those types.
One of the movies I've seen, I'm blanking on the name. Maybe you can remember it. It's with Keanu Reeves. It's the
Matrix?
No, honestly, that could be.
That was one
honestly,
of them.
I feel
that
like
was one of them at one point
for sure.
I'm gonna let you finish. There was another film that I saw a lot at the movie theater, at the barbershop, and it was fucking Nicolas Cage, and he was fucking with bees. I feel like I've talked about this before. That's another film that he was in. What's another one?
It's but the movie I'm talking about, he is like he's fighting off like I guess I don't think
V for Vendetta was another one.
I don't think it's vampires. They're like
The Da Vinci Code.
I think it's like Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks. That was good. I think it had to be like demons or whatever.
With Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. What's that movie called? He's also said that it's like one of his favorite roles that he's ever done. I just can't remember the name of it right now. I don't know why I'm blanking on it.
Keanu Reeves demon movie. I got you right now.
And he kind of has like these cool like holy weapons too that he like.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Constantine.
Constantine, yeah, I seen that, John. I feel like I seen that one time when I was in the movie. Not the movie. Again, I'm saying the barbershop. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that movie in the barbershop. I was like, what is this? But I was super intrigued. I'm like, yo, what's going on in this movie?
I typed in hoping that something will pop up, but like it didn't. I typed in barbershop movie.
Oh, okay.
And the movie Barbershop came up, which is also another one that I watched in a barbershop.
For sure.
I'm about to look up Nicolas Cage B movie because I know this is a thing.
He pulls up the B movie.
You like jazz? The Wicker Man.
The Wicker. That just sounds like.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. He's fucking like they like torture him with bees.
Why?
It's like a real thing that happened in the movie.
And that's what you've seen in the barbershop?
Yeah. It'd be like the DVD man will come up with the most random shit and we would all watch it. And they're like, coincident would be fire every time.
True. Yeah. And the thing is like I try to do that now whenever I go on like streaming, whenever I try to go and I'm like looking for a movie. Like the other day, maybe like a week or two ago, it was around like Halloween maybe or kind of like that. So definitely like a little bit ago. But Emily we wanted to put a movie on. But I was telling her like she wanted to watch kind of like the regular like Hocus Pocus and stuff like that. But I was just like I don't mind watching it, of course, because it's around the the holiday
season.
kind of. But like at the same time, I'm like I want to watch something like I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
You know, like I see so many of the same things go over and over again. So anytime I'm like on streaming or something like that, I'm always trying to look for something I haven't seen, but obviously are like low key bangers. Like if you just put it on. Like you like probably walk by the TV sometime during your living room, you see it on, you're like, oh, what's going on? You know? You're like, hold on, what's that? And I feel like there's a lot of those out there, and it's like I'm trying to do that now as I watch movies. I'm like, let me try to find some hidden gem that's like people don't talk about a lot.
That's how I've seen The Blind Side like 20 times. Just be walking past the living room, like, oh, hold up, Leanne Tui. Now the movie's ruined for me because like apparently she like drawed on him. But I mean, you was looking for those movies. It's not like one of our close friends was posting a horror movie every day.
That's true, but the thing is, I don't watch horror movies. I'll be honest with
you. Hocus Pocus.
That's not really a horror.
Yeah, but it's for the season.
Yeah, but it's not really a horror movie though. Like to me, like again,
Spooky season.
I don't watch horror movies like at all.
He says hello, by the way. He told me to tell you that earlier.
Oh. I'll send the message back. Or, I mean, I guess, but this would be such a long way.
He specifically said, do it on the podcast. So
okay. Hi, Quentin.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, I just don't watch horror movies. So that's why. But I know, like, I remember the last time I did it the very first time, I was like, it's cool how you can find so many of those, like, for a specific season like that. I mean, horror movies, though, there's so many of them, especially with the amount of, like, sequels they make for stuff now. But yeah, horror movies for me, I just don't do.
Yeah, now barbershop movies is like, it's not the same, bro.
Like, you know the movie I actually saw earlier, about like a month ago, Race to Witch Mountain.
What the fuck is that?
You don't remember that movie?
No.
It was with The Rock and the two kids that were aliens. You don't remember that, John? That's crazy.
I remember him when he was in the Tooth Fairy.
That's the movie you remember?
Him and what's her name? Something Pettis. Oh, yeah.
He had hair in that movie too. That's how long ago it was.
I remember I feel like this was the first movie where I was like, yo, he on his action hero shit, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
No, Journey to the Center of the Earth was
that not him?
No, that's the boy from The Mummy. And he also did the movie Whale.
Bull from The Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
What movie am I confusing?
And
then?
the Looney Tunes live action, John.
Oh, wait. This looks mad blurry. But tell me that don't look like Dwayne The Rock Johnson up top.
Oh, I guess that could be a different one too. Okay, I never seen that one. I seen the bottom one though. That's the one I was referring to.
All right, so how did I confuse Dwayne The Rock Johnson with this man?
I don't know. One has hair, one doesn't. One is brown.
Yeah, he was in the second one.
Okay. See, I never watched that second one. I've only watched the first one. So yeah, that one.
I redeem myself because that was definitely a white man.
I was confused. I was like, was he in that too? And to be honest, whenever I think of Race to Witch Mountain, I always get confused with Journey to the Center of the Earth. So maybe subconsciously I did watch the second one. Yeah.
Other Nicolas Cage, John, when he's trying to get the Constitution, another barbershop movie.
I mean, yeah, a freaking national treasure.
Yeah, but now barbershop movies are just like Marvel shit. Like
I went stuff everybody sees.
Like what? Yeah, like what's that one superhero that the Rock was?
Oh, Black Adam.
Yeah, like I went to the barbershop. They was playing Black Adam. Like I'm not like show me some like real shit. Like
show me some Four Brothers.
Yeah, bro. Yes. Yes, that is a barbershop movie.
That is another one for sure, bro.
Baby Boy, Baby Boy was a Friday. No, Friday. I didn't even watch
Friday's
it. Friday's just a good movie.
Yeah, you can see that anywhere.
But yo, Four Brothers is absolutely a barbershop movie. I'm so happy that you made that connection.
I was like, huh, bro, that movie when the brother gets shot, you're just like, yeah. Oh man, that John crazy.
I forget. I know any other time I'll be able to tell you. What's the other movie? You're gonna know what I'm talking about. Angelina Jolie and they curving bullets.
Wanted.
Wanted. That is a barbershop 100%, movie.
100%.
And that shit, I used to be like, yo, I want to learn how to do that.
Everybody's just like this every time.
Tear my rotator cuff, trying to freaking curve a bullet.
Bro, Wanted was a good movie for sure too. Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to think of some other ones, like from some actors that like collectively, they made those type of movies.
Nicolas Cage is for sure one of them.
Nicolas Cage for sure, yeah.
I feel like Salt. Oh, you ever seen Salt? Angelina Jolie?
I saw it, but it wasn't something to me.
Barbershop.
Nah, it was definitely like one of her like big movies. I think after, because I think at that point she wasn't doing as many prior to that, but then she came out with Soul, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Angelina Jolie." So I remember I saw it though. I was like, "It's all right." It's
my barbershop played a lot of Chappelle Show because we had the DVDs of them. That's why my Chappelle Show level is like
everybody just cracking up.
Bro, it shit was awesome. And then I bought a bootleg of like his stand up at the barbershop, and I had it, and then we lost it at some point. That's how we ended up seeing The Fog, because we were because obviously like all these fake DVDs, like they had the covers.
Oh,
but then you put them in the long like booklets, and then the DVDs would always just be blank white, and unless you labeled them, so we were just popping in different DVDs, and then The Fog came on, and we started shitting ourselves because there was no menu. Mm-hmm. Like if you had the official DVDs, like menu chapters,
yeah.
If it's a bootleg, it just plays right away.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Movies and DVDs had chapters. Like you could skip to this actual part. That's so crazy to think about.
And they used to put time and thought into the menus and stuff. True, I remember the Shrek 2 menu was like they all had the different little TV thing, blocks, and they'd be talking to each other while you.
True, yeah.
And if you took too long, they'd be like, "Yo, play the fucking movie." Like,
we waiting for it. No, yeah, bro. DVDs, man. They because I don't know why they even took that further step, but they did, and I appreciate them for doing that.
Yeah, it's like for the love of the game. No other purpose outside of that.
Yeah, man.
And they just don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's going to be gone now with streaming. You're just never going to get that type of stuff.
I will say, I'm saying it like it don't exist anymore. I don't know when's the last time I popped on a DVD.
Oh, yeah. I don't know either,
so,
to be honest. And the thing that sucks about it, too, is that even if we had a DVD, we probably would have nothing to put it in.
No, yeah. I bought it. So lately, at least for me, I've gone to I'd be thrifting. I'd be in the trenches. And lately, aside from buying clothes or jackets or whatever, I've gone over to the DVD, VHS, cassette, CD section, and I'll buy, or mainly for vinyls. Mm-hmm. But I've also been getting CDs and DVDs as well. Stuff that is not on streaming / stuff that I just know what I would like to have. So if I found Dragon Ball Z movies and shit or stuff like that. But while I was doing that, I went over to the little electronic section, and I bought a little mini DVD player. So and it plays CDs and all that stuff together. So it's literally this big, but it lets me insert everything, and I can play them and watch them.
Cool.
So, and it's cool because you get to see the old commercials and shit on there.
Oh yeah,
the old ads.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I have that don't sound like it's about to take flight. It sounds like an air fryer when I turn it on. Wow. Because legit, it's the size of a CD case.
Yeah, that John trying to do everything it can to stay up.
You hear the fans going, but it reads it.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see. But yeah, it's just I don't have the menus or nothing like it used to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Streaming is just going to be gone. I mean, the thing that sucks is that they could literally do that. They can just add something to kind of make it a little bit more creative. But they're just hey, we have it here, press play. That's it. That's all you're getting.
I'm slowly becoming more I don't want to stockpile a bunch of stuff that I know I'm not going to touch, but at least the ones that I know are important to me, I'll if I find them, I grab them just because I found the entire series of the Chappelle Show in a box set, and a bunch of other ones of old movies that I was just yo, this used to be my shit.
Yeah,
Spooky Island, I found that John.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of VHS of a bunch of Disney stuff.
Yeah, those are things
I definitely have Mulan on VHS for sure. trying to remember another one. I don't know if I have the Rugrats, Sean, the orange one.
You gotta keep those.
No, I'm very not sure. But yeah, I just have like a bunch of stuff. I think I may have Tarzan too on there as well. Like I have a bunch of those genres.
Yeah. Next, I gotta buy myself a little. I'm gonna try to find a small cassette player because I found Thriller on cassette, and I was like, low key fire.
Yeah, that's dope.
I used to have a cassette player in my car until I, got rid of it. But then that joint was fucking my shit up. It had to go.
The joint hit a bump and then
and that was come a long way.
For sure,
my windows used to come down. I used to wake up the whole block.
Oh yeah,
used to screech.
Oh man,
look at her now. Anyway, I had barbershop movies was not on my list of things that I want to speak about today, but I love that. I hope somebody can comment and like give us more.
Yeah, tell us in the comments. Like,
nothing would make me happier.
What are some barbershop movies that you have seen?
And I would love to know and confirm that this is the case because like this is before social media, like at least the times that I'm thinking of, before like streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So like we all had to actually like put in a DVD to watch these films. So if somehow, some way, the entire country, or at least like the majority of people were watching the same shit, I think that'd be so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Even it was either that or you put on like TNT or like FX and whatever movies they were running.
Yeah, true. Even ladies at the hair salon, I'm pretty sure they also had stuff there too. I feel like
at least from like my memories of growing up, like with my sister and mom going and like grandmother going to the hair salon with them, they didn't really play movies.
No,
it'd be
music or something.
Either it would just be music or just like they would just all talk to each other.
Yeah, but if they were. Let us know.
But like that's only one experience that I've had. Plus my grandmother would take me to go get her hair done in like a lady's basement. So like that's different. My experience might be a little at like 5 a.m.
It's
by
like,
the way.
You didn't do that?
Yeah, like before the sun was up, I would get pulled out of bed to go with her to get her hair done. I just be there on my game, but like I can't wait to get the fuck up out of here.
Nah, yeah.
Smell like burnt hair.
Hey, man. But yeah, man. Barbershop movies, bro. The best, honestly. So let us know.
I feel like if possible, honestly, this is why I wish, like, I've talked about it before, but like Netflix and other streaming services, they should have an ability for you to make playlists of like shows or movies, and you can like compile them to like whatever mood you feel in, right? Like, what if like they're gonna steal it anyway? They probably, it's like if you had a playlist on Hulu or Netflix, whatever, it's like only like these select like cartoons that you used to have like when you was a kid. Like Netflix, I think had like Pokemon and all that shit.
Yeah.
You just throw them into a playlist and shuffle them.
Yeah.
And then you just play those like as if you were watching a block of like Cartoon Network when they would play the shows on random. Same thing for those type of playlists, but somebody make a playlist of barbershop movies.
True.
Because Spotify, you can make playlists and you can search other people's playlists and listen to them. So if somebody were to make a barbershop playlist of films and movies.
True. Or make it so that like it doesn't even have to be so specific on what that thing like you said, like say if it's like Pokemon or something like that. It could just be like, types of like either actors you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like stuff like that. So then it knows like, okay, this person really likes Nicolas Cage. So like let's just like find a compile of movies and just throw it in there without letting them know. Because I feel like that's the cool part about it is that you don't know sometimes. So then like it goes on and that's what, it piques your interest. You're like, what is this, John? Like I never seen it. So it's like it's cool to be able to like say like, okay, let's have this put these like movies in there and just shuffle based off like the actor or maybe like the type of genre. And then at that point you're like, okay, like let me just keep watching. I don't know what this is, but we'll just, this sounds crazy.
But yeah, streaming has kind of messed that all up because I guess everything's so spread out now. It's like like all these copyrights and like IPs have different names. Like, you could watch SpongeBob on Paramount, but you could also watch it on Prime, and like only seasons 5 through 8 are on Prime, and then the other it's like,
bro, that's so
it just
true,
fucks
bro.
someone. Or like even watching any type of like sports now, it's like, you could you pay for NBA premium, but you only get like half the games. If it's on TNT, you can't watch it. Then it's like, just let me find one place where I can watch everything together.
100%. Honestly, that goes a lot with like sports, but I know there's like a bunch of different places like.
Or
one
like
week
anime,
it's on Fox.
yeah.
1 week it's on, ESPN. I'm just like, bro, I just want to go and know that once I turn the TV on, I just got to go and go to this one spot and that's it. But yeah, I really hate that whole like, you click on a show and it's like season 2 and that's it. I'm like, We're season 1.
I'm missing all the context of season 1 and the ending. You're just giving me the middle of the story.
Like, what's happening?
Who is that
here?
for?
I don't
and it's
know.
a show,
bro.
and it's a show where it matters, like chronologically. It's not like a Family Guy where you could just watch anywhere.
And you know what's funny is that I just recently experienced this yesterday because I was watching this Ghibli movie on Netflix. I think it's Grave of a Butterfly or something
It's
like that.
on Netflix. I thought all of them were on Max.
Exactly. I was on TikTok. Someone put that John out there. They said it's on Netflix. I was like, what?
I thought Max had all like the entire collection.
True. That's what I thought too. But they said it was on Netflix, and it is because I just watched it yesterday. Not gonna lie, it's a very sad movie.
It is.
It is a very sad movie.
Very.
I was like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway, neither here or there. Then to lighten the mood, I was like, let me put on some Victorious. So I put on Victorious. Bro, it's only season 3 and it's on Netflix. I was like,
all the other ones just gone.
I was like, but before they had like I think one.
Now it's probably on Paramount.
And I was like, bro, I don't feel like I'm like, whatever. I'll make whatever use of this. And I just picked an episode. But I was like, bro, come on. Like, what if I wanted to watch a specific season because I know something was funny at that point? But I'm like, now I can't watch it.
That's so funny because Leon Thomas was here like on Tuesday for his concert.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But his resale tickets were like $400, bro. Jeez. To be in the Foundry, which is like the small room next to the Fillmore. I was like, I'm not paying $400 for that.
That's a lot.
I wish I would have caught them like when they were initial release, but because the Fillmore and the Foundry is like $50, like regular.
That's crazy.
But for it to shoot up to 400, I know somebody they went for like they had like VIP and they went to meet him and they were just like, yo, like, he was trying to be in and out of there. Like he was not rocking with the whole like meet and greet.
I would have just started saying anything from Victoria trying to get
Andre. Yeah, I was like, I'm about to pull up in one of his old outfits. Like, I don't know if you remember, maybe it was in season 3 if you were watching, where like there was an episode where they had to all like method act, and he was a pregnant woman who was running a marathon.
Oh yeah.
He was pregnant. His grandmother pulled up on her. He's like, Andre, who did that to you?
Oh, I think they were all in the Bull's house.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were in the Bull's house. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, everybody was a different type of
house.
person. Yeah. And Tori was a
cop that loved Raisin Bran.
Yeah. And anyway, other actors.
She was a cop that liked Raisin Bran.
Yeah. And then everybody, they couldn't break character. That was the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was like season 3. I was like, okay, I guess I'll make the best of it. And the episode I watched is when it was like the breakfast bunch, and they were all in detention on Saturday. Bro, that show was so funny because my favorite part in that episode is when, what's his name? Glasses, curly hair. Robbie, there you go.
Robbie and Rex.
Yeah. There was a scene where I don't remember why, but there was 2 parts in the same thing, but I'll say one because that's the only one I can remember. They were hungry, so then Tori was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just call Trina to tell her to get us tacos." And I don't know, Robbie's just like, "You're so conceited, Tori. You're so conceited." And it's so random, but I'm like,
nothing to do with it.
But it's so
even
funny,
the characters like
they're like, bro, that John has me dying every time. It's so random.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you know he DJs now.
I feel like I might have heard that. I know he does some.
He does like a tour. He tours as a DJ, but he plays all like old Disney shit. Like he like matches up songs from like Victorious and like other Disney Nickelodeon shows, and like kind of like the Shrek rave, but like Disney.
That's pretty cool.
And and then sometimes he'll have people like from all other Disney or Nick stars pull up.
That's cool. That's awesome.
You ever see the videos of him and like Ariana Grande and like Liz Gillies like kissing up on each other?
I remember I heard something about that.
Yeah.
It was like very like, I don't know, quote unquote weird or whatever.
Yeah. Because they were just like behind the scenes and like filming. They just all kissing up on him like that Dan Schneider shit they be talking about. Like,
yeah.
They all dated or probably some capacity. Like Andre was messing with Tori and all like.
I remember there was a video that for Zoe 101 and what's his name? Michael. The black one.
Drippin'.
Yeah, Drippin'.
Which I want to comment on, but continue.
There was a video where somebody saw him out in public and they were like, hey, yo, you ever hit Zoe? And then he just looked back and just walked away. Like he was annoyed kind of. And they were like, ah! I was just like, oh, man, that's so crazy, though. It's annoying. You never know, but it's just like, yeah, that type of stuff happens.
It was really crazy how in that show, he tried to like make up a new slang. And he came up with drippin'. And he allowed this entire school of white kids to gaslight him into that how that shit wasn't hot. And look at us like 20 years later saying dripping like all the fucking time. That's like true. Rappers saying it and all that. I want to make that comment. I see you, Michael. It's okay.
Yeah.
The Massey brothers, I see y'all.
I look, you want to like watch that episode because he kept saying, everyone was just like,
nah, but like whole time now to this day, like, yo, yeah, like that shit dripping.
But it was funny in the episode because he was really like waiting for right moments to say it. Everybody was just like, nah,
it's not. It won't catch on. It's like all these white kids like, what do you know?
It's dripping.
He decides what's cool.
I think it was they get the fire alarm got pulled or something, and they were outside. They're like, oh man, it's dripping.
He probably was using it wrong.
Yeah,
it's all right. Man. It caught on eventually.
Yeah, man.
So it was ahead of their time, low key. But yeah. I just had this thought while we're talking about streaming stuff. And you know what I feel like the new barbershop movies should be? Low key. Tubi movies.
Yo, that's
just throw on Tubi. That's the vibe of a barbershop movie. Like just low budget.
I've been finding some stuff on Tubi recently and I'm just like, oh wow. Like it's you can find like some good stuff. I think we just recently watched it had Ryan Reynolds in it.
What?
Old movie because he was young.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I think it was like A School Miracle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That sounds early career.
he's like a history teacher in this movie, and the main point of it is just that he's like he's an alumni from that school, and he comes now he's like older obviously, and he's now a teacher, and basically he's just like he's just a really good teacher. Everybody loves him, but obviously you're seeing the point of view from this kid, and this kid's dad is also a teacher, but this dad is trying to really be liked by all the kids too, because there's this award that happens at the end of the year of like who is like the best teacher that everybody loves and stuff like that. So it just goes on for that. Really good movie. I mean, it was actually, no, I'm lying. It wasn't that great.
Yeah, it's Tubi.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was like a 5 in my book. I just felt like the story
the reason why it was on Tubi.
I just felt like the story was just kind of very slow and just like, eh. But I mean, you appreciate it after you watch it. You're like, oh, okay, that was cool. It's a very compelling story.
It does have some random shows on there that like are okay, that like you could see why it's on there. It's like nobody else would really want it. It's all right. We almost out of here, bro. Cut that joint off immediately. But yeah, like there's like some decent movies out there that are older, legitimate, but like a large majority of them are like, you could just, we could upload a movie on Tubi. We could upload this podcast on Tubi.
True. Yeah, you'll see it.
So that's why I kind of made that face, because like I've had somebody before like try and show me Tubi movies, but not ones that were legit. Like there's just like random people, other production companies made it, and they're so all over the place. It's like those. What's that channel? Not Hallmark. Is it Hallmark?
For what?
There's like these random. There's this random channel that like my mom will watch, or like I feel like other moms probably watch as well. Well, they'll show like dramas or like movies. They're like are not obviously in theaters. They're like lower budget, but they're still like.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I think it's Hallmark. I could be wrong though.
So it's like novellas stuff.
No, it's like a legit movie. Oh, but it'll be like My Sister's Kidnapper 5. Like,
how do we get here 5 times? That's wild.
I forget. It's something like that. But it'll just be the same. Like it'll be like the same circle of actors a lot of the time too. But it's always like a woman who like, her husband went away for the weekend for a job trip, and then her stalker is like terrorizing her, and then the whole weekend is her like trying to like, she's like, am I being stalked? Is he gonna come in and try to attack me?
It's almost like that movie Hush. You remember that movie?
Yeah, but Hush, she was like deaf, mute, blind.
Yeah, but it was just kind of interesting because she was by herself.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like
there's that kind of vibe where she's like, oh, like, honey, like I see these flowers you sent me. He's like, I didn't send you flowers, honey. And then it's like this guy in her house and tries to kill. Like it's always the same premise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like those type of movies. Like those are like, that's not a barbershop movie, but like that's the kind of vibes you'll get in there. There's one, I remember one that they showed me for Tubi, and it was like this girl who like ran a hospital. And she was like well known in the city because she was doing a lot of work for the hospital. And then she had this assistant that she hired because she had so much going on. And the assistant became like obsessed with her and was doing all this weird shit and like was trying on her. Like she was like, she was like going through it, the assistant. So then the lady was like, you could live with me for a little bit until you get on your feet. And she started like wearing her clothes and shit and like being really possessive and like sabotaging her marriage to like because he just wanted her.
Yeah, definitely obsessed vibes from, you know, Beyonce.
Just not great movies. Yeah, same. Yeah, same idea. But yeah, barbershop movies, y'all. I want to talk about Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's ass. And
I heard about that.
Yeah, did you see it?
I didn't see it.
You should.
I don't think I want
his
to.
ass. He got his ass whooped. And a bunch of other things. But it's okay. Barbershop movies was a topic that I'm more than happy to talk about. I could talk about it for 4 more hours if I wanted to.
Honestly, yeah.
But
which is great.
We're going to get up out of here. We're out of time. People are shouting. Cameras are shutting off.
Yeah.
We got places to be, people to see, videos to edit, backrooms to escape.
Backrooms to escape.
Where can they find you, Mark, before we get out of here? Any parting words?
Love you guys for all that you do as far as watching us, keeping us in, you know, your recommended videos. So thank you so much. You can find me Instagram, Marky Mark. Victor, where can they find you, and etc.?
Find us everywhere at Real Etc. My stuff is at ETC Victor. Our stuff is always linked in the description as always. We appreciate the love always. Thank you for an amazing 2024 as we continue to close out strong. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace out.